Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by InTheMoneyStocks. Today is July 31st, 2015. It is a Friday, the last trading day of the month of July. Let's see where the markets are. Right now, the S&P 500 E-mini futures are trading down by about a half a point to 2103 and a quarter per contract. Futures did spike up at 8:30 after some economic data was released, but you can see they are starting to come in. It looks a little bit inverse to the U.S. dollar index, but we'll see how that plays out a little bit later. But regardless of whatever the futures are doing right now, which are basically flat, we do have a lot of stocks in the news. So let's start off with the big one here, Amgen. AMGN, the world's largest biotech. Stock is trading at 176.35, closed at 171.69. So new all-time high, I believe, for Amgen. Great move. Stock remains very, very strong in an uptrend. If you own it, trail your stop loss. If you don't own it, I would not be a buyer up here. Wait on pattern. But either way, stock is still holding up pretty well. We'll be looking at this once the opening bell rings. Here's a stock we will be playing today in the intraday stock chat. LNKD, which is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is getting hit pretty sharply. Stock closed at 227.15. It spiked briefly above 260 a share in the after hours yesterday and then came plunging down, and that right now it is at the low of the day. I will have levels for LinkedIn that we will be looking to play. We are in range. So again, if you want to come over, take that 7-day free trial. You'll see everything that we're doing, but we will be looking to play LinkedIn once the opening bell rings this morning. Next up, we're going to take a look at Electronic Arts. EA is the ticker symbol. Stock closed at $72.30 yesterday. It's trading at $70.88. So again, a little bit of weakness, but it is off its worst levels. We'll see where this goes. The level I like for this stock, if it does come down today, would be around $65.70, $65.75, give or take 3 pennies. But I do like that level for a bounce on a scalp basis if it does get down there. So we'll keep that on the radar. Let's take a look at Expedia today. This is another one making a new high here. Expedia looks very, very strong. I would just trail the stop loss here. It is a little bit overbought, but a strong move. Expedia is still holding up well. And again, just trail the stop loss on that if you own it. If you don't own it, I would not be a buyer up here. Let's take a look at good old Decker's Outdoors. DECK is the ticker symbol. Right now, there's not a lot of volume in this name. Trading right around $71 a share, closed at $71.55. So we can't make too much out of it. There's a fair amount of resistance on the chart around the $75 level. If it can clear that, then it does have a lot of upside to go. But that's going to still be a challenge to get above the 75 level from what I can tell. So again, we'll look at this one once the opening bell rings. Let's take a look at KLAC. This is KLAC 10 Core. Stock right now is trading at $52 a share, closed at $52.06, so no activity there. But we'll have to watch this one once the opening bell rings. We'll see if it does, where it goes, but I will keep this one on the radar. This is a stock that we will trade very, very often in the intraday stock chat. Let's take a look at STX, which is Seagate. Now, yesterday, I believe we had Western Digital report. Today, Seagate is reporting, and right now you're seeing the stock trading up a little bit. Closed up $51.29. It is now trading at $52.52. So we'll give this a slight bit of upside. Stock has a ton of resistance around 54. So if it did get up to 54, there's a ton of resistance. There's even some resistance right here at 52.5. So, but 54 is the big level. Could be a potential scalp play on the short side if we do get up there. Let's take a look at FireEye. I will have gap levels for this in the chat room. FireEye right now closed at $47.76. Stock is trading at $45.20. It did trade down lower after the announcement yesterday, but it has come off the worst level. So we'll keep this one on the radar, but I do have gap levels already set up for this one. Let's take a look at a big energy company, Chevron. CVX is the ticker symbol. Stock is trading at $91.30. They reported earnings. I guess the market doesn't like them. Either way, stock closed at $93.03, so it is taking a hit. Only level I'm seeing for Chevron that really appeals to me would be around the $86 level. So again, be a little bit careful here. Maybe it holds up, maybe it doesn't. But either way, it gets down to 86, 85.90. That's where I get involved. Let's take a look next at RCL. This is Royal Caribbean. Stock is soaring and roaring, closed at $82.74. It is now trading at $88. Give this a slight upside bias because the trend is up. It's strong. It is getting overbought here. I would not be buyer up here. But if you own it, I would just trail that stop and see if it could run a little further. Let's take a look at Tyco. TYC is the... Well, this is Tyco International. Right now the stock is trading at 36.70, closed at 36.93, so no big deal there. Just looking at where there would be good support. I'm seeing some decent support around 34.75 if it did get down there. I also like the $31 level if it got down there as well. So keep those two on the radar today. There are a lot of other stocks today in the news, but we can't cover them all. We only could do this report for several minutes, and it would take me probably an hour to cover all of the different equities that are out here today. So again, if you want to come over, take a 7-day free trial to the Intraday Stock Chat. You'll see everything that we're doing. Best part about that is most of the activity takes place in the first 2 to 3 hours, so you get a lot of action there. And again, come over, take that 7-day free trial. You get to see what it's all about. And again, we start up right at 9 o'clock. So with that being said, everybody, have a great trading day, and we will see you on the charts.